Welcome to part 3. We've spent 5 modules understanding how attacks work. Now, we build the defenses. Module 9 starts with authentication, the lock on every digital door you own. For most of history, that lock was a password. And as part 2 made clear, passwords alone are not enough. Multi-factor authentication doesn't fix the password problem. It makes the password irrelevant as a sole line of defense. Enabling it reduces the risk of account takeover by almost 99% for most attack types. It is the single most impactful security action available to most people. This module shows you exactly how to do it. Before any attacker can steal your data, deploy ransomware on your systems, or send fraudulent emails as you, they need one thing: access. Authentication is the process that decides who gets access and who does not. It is the lock on every digital door you own. For most of history, that lock was a password, a single secret that, if known, opened the door completely. The problem, as parts 1 and 2 of this course have made abundantly clear, is that passwords are stolen constantly, guessed automatically, leaked in breaches, and reused catastrophically. Multi-factor authentication does not fix the password problem. It makes the password irrelevant as the sole line of defense. Even if an attacker has your password, they also need your second factor. And that second factor is something they almost certainly do not have. This single change reduces the risk of account takeover by over 99% for most attack types. Every authentication method in existence falls into one of 3 categories, called authentication factors. Something you know, a secret stored in your memory. Passwords, PINs, security question answers. Weakness, can be guessed, stolen via phishing, exposed in a breach, or observed over your shoulder. Something you have, a physical or digital object in your possession. Your phone running an authenticator app, a hardware security key, a smart card. Weakness can be lost or stolen, though the attacker also needs your password to use it alone. Something you are, a physical characteristic unique to you, fingerprint, face scan, iris pattern, voice recognition. Weakness cannot be changed if compromised, and performance varies with conditions, a wet finger, dim light. Why 2 factors beat 1? A password alone protects you only as well as that password is protected. If it is stolen, guessed, or leaked, you have nothing left. A second factor from a different category means an attacker must compromise 2 completely separate things simultaneously: your password and your phone, or your password and your hardware key. Stealing one gives nothing without the other. This is why MFA is not just incrementally better than a password. It is categorically better. Multi-factor authentication is available in several forms, and they are not equally secure. Understanding the differences lets you choose the right method for each account. Hardware. Security keys, the strongest option. A physical USB or NFC device. You plug it in or tap it when prompted. Cryptographically proves you have the device. Phishing resistant by design, the key checks the real domain and refuses to respond on a fake site, regardless of how convincing it looks. Best for high-value accounts, administrators, financial systems, senior staff. Authenticator app, time-based codes. An app on your phone generates a 6-digit code that changes every 30 seconds. You type the current code when logging in. Mostly phishing resistant, a real-time relay attack can theoretically capture a code in transit, but this is complex and uncommon. Best practical choice for most people and most accounts. This is the recommended standard. Push notification. A notification appears on your phone asking you to approve or deny the login. You tap approve. Very convenient, but partially phishing resistant and has a specific weakness. We will come back to that. SMS codes. A one-time code sent to your phone by text. You type it in. Better than nothing, but vulnerable to SIM swapping attacks, where an attacker convinces your mobile provider to transfer your number to their SIM. Use where no better option exists, not for high-value accounts. Biometric, fingerprint, or face. Your device uses your physical characteristic to confirm your identity before releasing a stored credential. Phishing resistant because the credential is stored on the device. Excellent for convenience alongside another factor. Now the weakness in push notifications, called MFA fatigue. Push notification MFA has a specific vulnerability. An attacker who has your password can send approval requests to your phone continuously until you approve one. This attack works because approval requests look identical whether you initiated them or not, and people approve them out of habit, confusion, or frustration after receiving dozens. The defense: enable number matching in your push MFA settings. This displays a number on the login screen that you must match on your phone before approving, making blind approval impossible. The simpler rule: if you receive an MFA request you did not initiate, deny it and immediately change your password. Someone has your credentials. Not all accounts are equally important to protect. This is the order in which to enable MFA, prioritized by the consequence of compromise, not by convenience. Critical: your primary email account. Email resets every other account. Losing control of your inbox means losing the password reset mechanism for your bank, your work systems, your cloud storage, your social media, everything that sends a recovery link to your email address. Enable MFA here first before anything else. Critical: your password manager. The vault containing every other password. If this is compromised, all other accounts are compromised simultaneously. The master password and MFA on your password manager are the most critical credentials you have. Critical: banking and financial apps. Direct access to money. Most banks offer MFA. Many require it. Use an authenticator app if available, rather than SMS. High priority: work accounts and email. Access to professional data, systems, and the ability to act as you to colleagues and clients. Your organization's security depends partly on the security of your individual account. High priority: social media. Your contacts trust messages from you. A compromised account is used to scam the people who trust you. The harm extends beyond your own data. Medium priority: shopping and retail accounts. Medium priority: cloud storage. Worth doing, but address critical and high accounts first. The guiding principle, if you only remember one thing from this slide: if you enable MFA on only one account in your life, make it your primary email. Securing your email with MFA does not just protect your inbox, it protects every account that relies on it as a recovery mechanism. Passwords have been the dominant authentication method for 60 years. Their replacement is now being rolled out by every major platform. It is called a passkey, and understanding what it is and why it is more secure helps you make better decisions as authentication continues to evolve. With a traditional password, you remember a secret string and type it into a website's form. The website stores something derived from that password. If the website is breached, those stored values can be cracked. If you typed your password into a fake site, you just gave it to an attacker. With a passkey, you remember nothing. The passkey is stored securely on your device. When you log in, your device confirms your identity with your fingerprint, your face, or your PIN, and cryptographically signs the login request. No secret is ever sent to the website. No secret is ever stored on the website servers. Two properties make passkeys categorically stronger than passwords. First, they cannot be phished. The passkey only works on the real website, the one it was created for. If you are on a fake version of your bank's website, the passkey simply will not authenticate. It checks the domain cryptographically, and the fake domain fails that check. Second, they cannot be breached from the server side. Because the website never holds your secret, only a public key that is useless to an attacker, a breach of the website's database yields nothing useful. Passkeys are supported on most modern devices and are increasingly offered by Google, Apple, Microsoft, GitHub, PayPal, and many banks and services. When a service offers you the option to set up a passkey, it is worth doing. You will log in faster and with stronger security than any password plus MFA combination. Passkeys will not replace passwords overnight. Too many services still require them. But the direction is clear. For now, a strong passphrase plus an authenticator app is the practical standard. Within a few years, passkeys will likely become the norm for most major services. Setup varies slightly by platform, but follows the same pattern for almost every service. Step 1. Download an authenticator app. Microsoft Authenticator, Google Authenticator, and Authy are all free, widely supported, and reliable. Download one before you start. Authy has the advantage of encrypted cloud backup, which is useful if you lose your phone. Step 2. Go to your account's security settings. Look for security, privacy, or account settings. Most major platforms have a dedicated section for two-factor or multi-factor authentication. Enable it. Step 3. Scan the QR code. The service will display a QR code. Open your Authenticator app, tap Add Account or the plus button, and scan the code. The app will immediately start generating 6-digit codes that refresh every 30 seconds. Enter the current code to confirm setup. Step 4. Save your recovery codes. This step is essential and the one most people skip. Every service provides emergency recovery codes when you set up MFA, typically 8 to 10 single-use codes. These allow you to log in if you lose access to your Authenticator app. Save them somewhere secure and offline, printed and stored physically, or in a password manager. Do not store them in your email. Now, what happens if you lose your phone? This is the most common concern about MFA, and it has a clear answer, provided you prepared. If you saved your recovery codes during setup, use one to log in, then re-enroll a new device. This is the cleanest path. If you registered more than one device, setting up your Authenticator app on both your phone and a tablet, for example, use the second device. If you use Authy and enabled encrypted cloud backup, restore your codes on the new device. If none of those apply, most services have an account recovery process that involves verifying your identity through email, a backup phone number, or identity verification. It takes longer, but it works. The practical takeaway from this entire module: enable MFA on your email account today, starting with an Authenticator app. Save the recovery codes. That single action, taken now, does more to protect your digital life than any other security measure you could implement in the next 10 minutes. Alright, before we move on, here are the 3 things from this module I want you to hold on to. Number 1. 3 factors. Something you know, something you have, something you are. 2. From different categories. Genuine 2-factor protection. Number 2. MFA fatigue is real. If you receive push requests you did not initiate, deny, change your password immediately, and report it. Number 3. The priority order is email first, then password manager, banking, work accounts, and then social media. Now before you move on, there's one question. An employee receives 15 MFA push notifications in rapid succession. They did not initiate any logins. Frustrated, they approved the 16th. What attack has just succeeded? Correct answer is B. This is an MFA fatigue attack, also called as MFA bombing. The attacker already had the password, probably from a breach or phishing. They triggered push notifications repeatedly, hoping the user would approve one out of frustration, confusion, or the belief it was a system error. The defense? Enable number matching, so you have to match a code on screen before approving. And if you receive requests you did not initiate, deny all, change your password immediately, and report it to IT. Next up, Module 10. Controlling access. See you there.